taking you on a quick tour of my backyard and the concept of how I do chop and drop. So starting out, this is a shot of my Cloisa plant. I literally have this growing all the way around my yard, and I'm going to take you around my yard to show you. I had some guys come in to cut this down, and everything they cut down, I've asked them to leave on the ground. So guys, again, creating biomass and truly trying to build soil in my sandy zone 10B soil in South Florida. So I'm going to start here, and I had mentioned in another video that my bananas, here they are, a picture of them as well. I do chop and drop these. The minute it produces, I go ahead and take down the tree or the plant and then kind of use that to compost or keep around my plant. Here's a cacao tree. Here's a good example of what I do. The trunk of the banana tree, I pretty much chop them up and put them around the base. This helps to conserve moisture in the sand and soil as I'm building it, and really helps to feed the tree. If I move those trunks, you probably see a ton of insects just scurrying away and worms. So just a great way. And as you can see, this cacao tree looks super healthy. So here is the cloisa that was taken down of this, dropped on the ground, and gosh, a huge pile here because I asked them to move it from the front yard to the back. And at some point, I'm going to get my wheelbarrow and start moving this to different areas of my food forest. So just giving you a quick view, as you can see, cutting down a ton of the banana trees. There's one back here that I had recently cut down and basically drop the leaves. Sometimes I don't even cut them up, guys. I just let them go ahead and decompose and feed the soil. And then the remains of some of the grass that once my husband cuts the lawn, he drops the grass back here as well. But trying to stay focused on the cloisas. Passing my Barbados cherry tree. Here is exactly what happened. So as you can see, this wall of cloisa going around my yard, literally just having them cut and drop this. And guys, in no time, this will break down and start creating a whole mulch layer that will feed the soil. So as I walk along under my coconut tree, actually, if you look at the coconut tree, there's some limbs that are hanging that really need to come down. But I typically don't mulch with the coconut leaves because coconut in Florida carries a lot of mealybugs and whiteflies. And again, I don't spread this around my yard, so this goes directly to the trash. Showing you another quick view. So here you can see along the side of my house that backs up to a busy street, you see that they've chopped all this and leave it on the ground. You know, in here you have some potential other things. I have a rosemary plant here. Looks like somebody may have trampled on it a little bit, but you know, those are some of the things you deal with when you have folks come into your yard that really is here for one process, one purpose, and truly doesn't understand the process of what's going on. So I didn't wear my boots today, so I'm not going to walk over here because it did rain last night, which was very nice. Everything looks nice and lush today, but just walking along to show you how this has been chopped and dropped and is now going to decompose, guys, without me even building or throwing this into any kind of compost bin. This is what happens, and this, guys, is a great way to build soil. Um, Walking around my June plum tree, actually, I see that a couple of June plums have fallen off the tree. So I'm going to pick them up and let them ripen off the tree. I'm going to do another video of how I utilize my June plums. I do love to cook, but this is not a cooking channel, but I'll share some recipes of how I use stuff. But going back to the chop and drop, really guys, I'm a little halfway around my yard by the shed now. Just going to take a few minutes to move around the shed and kind of show what my plan is. This Mexican sunflower can also be used as chop and drop, but literally I love the flowers and truly cannot chop it down before it flowers. So I keep leaving them and they keep reseeding and coming back. So just adding some beauty, and again, great plant for pollination. This mango tree I had way back in the summer, chopped this down and literally left every single leaf on the ground. And as you can see, they have decomposed and just really created some nice soil under these mango trees. This helped to feed the soil and help to retain moisture. Look at the trunk of this thing. Just really doing well. But again, has not really done good production for me in the last 2 years. But, behind the shed, I'm going to go ahead. I don't need to necessarily build soil back here, so I'll go ahead and grab some of this a little bit later, and start moving it to other areas of the garden. Taking a long view to the rest of my cluisa and the chop that they've done to throw all the stuff on the ground, leave it in my yard. Guys, don't throw anything out. Don't take it to the sidewalk like I did in the past. Actually, kind of threw my June plums here so I can continue videoing. But here is the area where I had put some cardboard and started throwing all my yard clippings on here. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of those clusa leaves that they chopped off and put them into that pile as well. And then moving along, again, the second mango tree, I'd done the same. Chopped all the leaves, left it here to decompose, bring up, throw out the larger branches. If I had a wood chipper, that would have been nice because I could chip up the larger branches and leave it here as well, but I don't. And then coming around here to the other side of my house is where they have left a ton of the leaves as well. So I got to get in here with my wheelbarrow, grab some of this, and take it back over to other areas of my yard. Specifically, I want to put some, as I mentioned, in this pile here that I had kind of dug up. I won't put any in my raised bed right now because I had added some stuff a while ago and that's already decomposing. So, these pots are to hold the banana leaves down from being blown away by the wind. But I'm going to go ahead, probably in the next week or so, to add more compost, fill this bed up a little bit more, and then start planting. So, guys, that's exactly what I do. Don't throw anything out of your yard when you cut back your trees, when you trim your papaya trees. Throw the leaves on the ground, let them decompose, and over time you'll start building good soil. I'll come back in a little while to show you how I add those leaves to other areas of my yard. So guys, I'm going to continue spreading this. I'll pick this up from all over the yard and pretty much spread it all over my yard. to make sure that this is composing on different sections. Again, building soil. So thank you.